Ah! Don't click away. Right. So, I do apologise about the lack of videos recently. However, I've been doing some stuff. I'm going to keep this short and sweet because I know TikTok has ruined your brain. It's fried your dopamine receptors and now you're just like, must scroll, it's not interesting for 6 seconds. Oh no, I must continue. Look. Focus. 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 Hey, don't scroll. Don't scroll away. Don't do it. I'm jiggling the keys. You love it. Stop it. Don't go away. Right, anyway. Look, you, the person here. You've heard For Honor is a fantastic game. And that is objective fact. But you're like, I know what to do. I'm new to For Honor, so there's so many. There's at least 5 whole heroes. And I need to figure out who to play. But in my TikTok adult brain, where I 6 seconds, I need to figure out who's easy to play. We're doing an easy tier list, and I'm going to try and keep this as quick as possible, so you do not click away. I will put a fish on screen whenever I think your attention's going, and just for a jump scare. You, noob person, you're like, I want to play For Honor, but I don't know who I want to play. We're going to go through all the For Honor heroes, as per, from baby mode all the way to for Chads / why are you doing this? Baby mode is easy. You can pick these up, win games. It's fine. First off, Shaman. Shaman is a meth addict. She does drugs. Her brain is as cracked as yours is. So she goes in kind of mid-diff. She's not super difficult to play, and she's got some pretty nice tools to use. Like the heavy into light. Her dodge attack's a dodge attack, and her bite's pretty good. Also, she's got buffed, and now her externals are externaling for sure. So she's in mid-diff. She's pretty cool. You've got Black Prior. Black Prior is in, kind of spicy. He can be easy if you play him in the most boring way possible, where you just sit in your all guard directly next to somebody else who's attacking somebody else, and as soon as they make one single mistake, you flip them and they die. You could do that. However, I think due to his lack of stamina and his lack of openers or anything, I think he's more difficult than people give him credit for. So, BP goes into, kind of spicy. Not super hard to play, but he's okay. Orochi. Oh my god. Orochi. If you like TikTok, must scroll more. Play Orochi. You can just spam buttons and win. He's pretty good. Just dodge attack, recovery cancel, kind of doo-doo garbage. But yeah, there you go. I'm making enemies with this tier list. Aphira. Aphira is baby mode. Oh my god, she is baby mode. You want to mix Shinobi, who confirm ganks without trying, and then just every good bit of everybody else's kit. And then, look, Aphira, right? She's baby mode. You could just slam your desk or slam your controller into a wall and you'd probably still get a kill. She's baby mode. She goes in there. Shaolin. Shaolin is kind of easy. He's very, very spammy. He does have a bit more difficulty to his kit because you've got to have a bit more technical knowledge on how to use him. Once you get over that short hurdle, then he is very easy. So you just win games with him. By the way, no, you know what? I'm not explaining myself. Centurion. Centurion is mid-diff unless you play him in one specific way, which is feint stuff into his kick. And it's really annoying. But he's also cool because he punches people, so he's in mid-diff. Warden. Warden is, kind of spicy. Warden in a 1v1 is very good. His zone, but they all play the same. You don't really have much option in how to play, so sometimes when you try and get inventive, it doesn't work, but sometimes it does really work. Valiant breakthrough off feint, my boys. Valiant breakthrough off feint. The problem is when he gets into like a 2v1 situation, his kit kind of goes from strong to kind of that thing. So he's not fantastic. Warmonger. Warmonger is, after playing her, she's not super overpowered. But she is kind of still easy. She also spreads disease, so wear a mask around her. So she goes in mid-diff. Shinobi. Shinobi is baby mode. Shinobi is baby mode. Look, you can, again, just spam buttons with him and win. Any character that can confirm gank without the player even trying is baby mode. Baby mode. Oh, Shigoki. Shigoki is kind of easy. He's very oppressive. His kit's good. He's got a headbutt. His headbutt's not as good as it used to be. It used to be the worst thing imaginable. Go up against a good player, you'll probably get rolled. But Shigoki's kind of easy. You will pub stomp with Shigoki for ages. Berserker. Berserker is for chads. He doesn't have a bash, and that is probably, it's going to sound like absolute doo-doo ass water because he does have hyper armor lights. He doesn't have a bash. You go up against a good player who just blocks. Your options go from all of his kit down to one thing, which is the unblockable top heavy, which you either feint or throw. For chads. Berserker's great. He also has the best deflect of the game, and I'm not to be told otherwise. JJ. JJ's kind of easy. He's the gamble machine. In fact, you know what? He's in mid-diff, because he's either... No. JJ's baby mode. Everything he does is a 50-50, and he can suck my whole ass. If you want to play him, you will dominate falls, but he is the worst. Raider. Raider is for chads. You lose to a Raider, you made the wrong calls. He has nothing broken in his kit. Why are my cats just screaming at each other? Weirdo. Nothing broken in his kit. If you lose to a Raider, you made the wrong calls. Simple as that. Hitakiri. Hitakiri's kind of easy. You need exactly 2 buttons, maybe 3 buttons to play her. Heavy, the feint key, and guard break. That is it. That's all you need. Don't even think about pressing a light attack. You'll lose as soon as you do. Lawbringer. Baby mode. Lawbringer is a hunking 17-foot tall hunk of iron with brilliant fashion. He used to be in for chads, but now with his new changes, he is brain dead to play. So if you want a brain dead character that you will win, pick Lawbringer. Kaioshin. Kaioshin's weird. He's a character that has everything, but for some reason it's all kind of shit. So he goes in mid-diff. You can play in baby mode, or you can play him for chads. Or people think he's baby mode, but he's actually for chads. Unless he's on your off guard, then he's the worst. Valkyrie. Valkyrie's kind of spicy. She has the worst all guard in the game. Crushing counter light attacks, which are like the only means of opening, really. And a sweep that you have to dodge one way or another. So she goes in all kind of spicy. She's good. Her fashion's great. Tiandi. Tiandi's kind of easy. His dodge recoveries, once you get them down, are pretty nice. Ooh. And he feels great to play. By the way, this isn't an indictment on any characters. It's just, this is how easy they are, I think, for a new person to pick up, for sure. Centurion. In 1s, Centurion's pretty good. In 4s, he's not good. Find yourself a bridge and dodge bash. You'll win. Nabushi. Nabushi's baby mode. Oh my god, I don't know what these changes are they've done to it, but he's the worst. You will only find Nabushis either exclusively dying on their own, or being the worst aspect of any team fight. And she can just bleed through your revenge, and you can perish. The worst. Baby mode. And she's fucking piss easy to play as well. Medjay. Medjay's mid-diff. Depends how you play him. He can be very spammy, so you can just smash buttons. Yeah, no, he goes in kind of easy. You can just smash buttons and win, so Medjay goes there. Hang on. I can see you scrolling away. Don't scroll away. Look, jingly keys. We love jingly keys. Don't scroll away. Don't do it. Right, Kensei. Kensei is for chads. He's got a lot of good tools. Getting to those tools, though, is a nightmare. Especially in today's age of, like, Aethera, Shinobi, JJ, Lawbringer, Nabushi, and a couple of other characters will go in the future. Kensei's for chads, though. He's great. Warlord is also for chads. My man has 7 moves in his kit. If you die to a Warlord, you got skill issued. Like I did on that one game where I got ledged 10 times. Aramusha. Aramusha is kind of easy. He used to be the Thinking Man's hero. Now he's heavy attacks. He does a lot of damage. And he's got some cool fashion. So you could play him if you want. Sun Zanhu. Zanhu is mid-diff. If the enemy learns that they can just press guard break a lot, half your kit disappears, basically, because you're a dodge specialist with the most insane dodge guard break recovery you've ever seen in your entire life. So, or you go up against another Zanhu who realizes the person to dodge second wins. So, you know. Highlander. Highlander is in mid-diff. You can just spam lights with him, and that makes him baby mode. But if you use any other bit of his kit, he's kind of spicy. But I'm going to put him in mid-diff because I do know people just light spam with him. He's a little harder to play, than these heroes. But you can just spam like these heroes, if that makes sense. Okay, cool. Conqueror. Conqueror is kind of spicy. He has like 4 damage in his kit. His bashes are pretty good, but once the enemy team realizes you can just bait out his bashes for a free GB into more damage than his kit does, he kind of sucks. So, roll catcher 1. Griffin. Griffin is kind of easy, not gonna lie. He's very fun to play. He is very easy to play. Not much in his kit, but everything in his kit is viable and peak. So cool. Peacekeeper. Peacekeeper's kind of easy. No, you know what? She's baby mode. Her bleed damage is ridiculous. Like, they're like, oh, she's only got like 14 damage hit lights. Or like heavies or whatever. Yeah, but she bleeds like 36 damage. She's the worst. It's so bad. But anyway, she's cool. Cool kit, fast kit. You will pub stomp with her if you just pick her up, because nobody's parrying lights at your elo. Pirate. Pirate's easy. She's not baby mode. She used to be baby mode. Pirate, though, you've got a lot of good stuff in her kit, and it all works very well. You can just play her and win. It's good. But once you figure out that these guys exist, you're like, Pirate's kind of worse than that. Ocelotl. Ocelotl is mid-diff. His lights are very fast. He's got some pretty good stuff in his kit. And he's fairly easy to play because you can just spam buttons. So he's in mid-diff. Varangian Guard. Varangian Guard is baby mode. You will, if you pick up Varangian Guard and just play, you will win. Even if you don't know what you're doing. Her kit is very, very synergistic. And it's very defensive. And it does lots of damage. And your chains are great. So Varangian Guard goes in baby mode. Nusha. Nusha's for chads. Not gonna lie, you picking up the game, this hero is not for you. You will not really figure her out. Her lights and chains are smooth. Her whole gimmick / mechanic is that you bait parries, which is a bit weird to get your head around when you probably don't know what a parry is. So yeah, Sohei is also in for chads while you're doing this. His damage is nothing. And you have to have a good base set of the mechanics of For Honor to play Sohei. Jormungandr. Jormungandr is mid-diff. You can just spam with him. However, Ball Slam funny. If you pick this hero up and you play Yorm, funny man. Funny man. Virtuosa. This is going to be a bit weird. Virtuosa goes in kind of easy. Once you figure out the basics of her kit, she is incredibly easy to play, and the fact that you can ADHD your way through any of her moveset is insane. Like, oh, I don't want a heavy here, I want a heavy here. Oh, I don't want a heavy here, I want a light here. Oh, heavy. ADHD the character. Not a bad thing. She's just kind of easy. Katon. Katon is kind of spicy. Her kit, you need to know how to play the game to use her kit properly. So, yeah, she's in kind of spicy. However, now we've got to the end of the tier list. As you can see, in baby mode, we have the easiest characters, and for chads, it's probably the ones you'll struggle the most with, especially at first. However, there's a secret. Where are my keys? Hey, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Here's the secret, boys. Just pick one hero that you think looks cool and play it. And then get good with that hero. And then you can translate your For Honor skills to any of these other heroes, and this tier list means nothing. You have watched a video that means nothing. If you pick one hero that you think looks cool, just pick a hero.